Hi, I'm Colin from HDCCTV. In this video I'm going to explain the differences between the three CCTV systems, HD-SDI, HD-IP and HD-960H. HD-SDI stands for High Definition Serial Digital Interface. This gives you a maximum resolution of 1080p, and you can also have cameras at 720p, but these are not very common nowadays. It's a traditional, same as a traditional CCTV system, in which it uses coax cable, this sort of thick coax cable with a BNC connector, which is the push and twist connector you see on traditional CCTV recorders. So here's an SDI recorder, and you can see we've got the four BNC connectors there. Now the difference with this is it's a digital signal, not analog, so it must have decent quality cable. The cable you get with the sort of cheaper cameras, these ones, this thin cable will not do for SDI. So a huge advantage of having the same cable and connector as traditional analog CCTV system is you just need to swap the camera and the recorder, and you've then upgraded to a full HD system. So that's perfect for an upgrade if you've already got cabling in place. Because SDI is a digital signal, not analog, you can't mix traditional cameras with SDI equipment. They have to use separate systems. If you want to keep your existing cameras and also add HD, you would be best change your existing recorder to one of our recorders, add the HD to this recorder, the SDI recorder, and you could then monitor them both on a computer or a laptop or a desktop machine. An iPad, iPhone or an Android device. You can have them both systems on the same remote device, so you can see your analog and your HD together. Another great application for the app that comes with the unit is you could have, say, a business with several locations, several shops or several offices, or maybe if you've got a holiday home as well as your own house, you could have a recorder in each location and then monitor them from one place. You could say have your holiday home and your own home watching it from your computer at work. So it's a good system for that sort of thing. IP CCTV stands for Internet Protocol, and this uses network cables, Cat5 cable, which is a traditional computer connector. You see it on the back of your computer and on any network-enabled device, your broadband router. I'm sure you've seen this before. Don't worry, by the way, we don't send you green cables, we send you a nice neutral grey 30-metre cable per camera. The main advantage of IP is the way it's wired. With traditional CCTV, all the cables have to come back to one central point in the recorder. With IP they don't, you just need a network connection on each device. So for example, you could have a camera, I don't know, 50 yards away in another room, a cable plug into the nearest network connection in that office, and then that would be on the network. The recorder could be the other end of the building, again plugged into the nearest network point, and that's done. Now let's talk about PoE, which is the central hub of an IP system. PoE stands for Power over Ethernet. Now this is a way that the cameras can be powered without having to run a separate power supply to each one. So this is a PoE box, a PoE power box. As you'll see, we've got several network connections here, several RJ45 network connections that our cables will plug into. So what you could do is plug, say, 4 cameras into here, into 4 cameras, and then have one cable going from here to the nearest network point. That could be a long wire back to the router, or it could be the nearest network point in the office, or you could even use these home plug systems, which are a wire-free system that sends the network signal over your mains electricity. We do those on the accessories page. So you could have 4 cameras plugged in here, one wire connected to the network, and then sending all the pictures back to the recorder other end of the building. Or you could, if you want, plug all 4 cameras in here and the recorder in there for a standalone system. So this is very, very modular. You could have 20 cameras total, have 4 over there with one of these boxes, one wire back to the network, another box over there, another 4 cameras. So it really is nice and modular. This is ideal for large businesses or sites with several offices, so it's really versatile. We often get asked about Wi-Fi CCTV. We really don't recommend this. Because the high definition images are so large, that's a lot of data, especially as we're streaming 25 frames a second. That's a lot of high resolution images going down the network, and when you've got several of these cameras on the system, you would of course have, that's multiplying it by the amount of cameras, which is a lot of data, and what typically happens is you lose your broadband speed, your network speed, everything comes through a grinding halt. So it's best really to keep the Wi-Fi clear of any CCTV devices. You can of course watch your CCTV with a wireless device, but we don't recommend you stream from the camera wirelessly. If you need to get a wire-free connection, use a home plug, plug the camera in one end, have the other home plug near your router, and that gives you the wire-free connection. HD-960H is basically the same as traditional CCTV, but giving you a wider image. It gives you 960 by 576 pixels, which is better than traditional CCTV, but not quite HD. It sits somewhere in the middle, and it's perfect for people looking for a starter system or a CCTV system on a budget. 960H uses exactly the same connection I showed you earlier on the SDI recorder. You have the same BNC push-twist connector for the cameras, and all the wires have to come back to the recorder. All of our CCTV systems allow remote viewing on a laptop, desktop computer, tablet device, iPad, iPhone or Android device. Our kits come complete with everything you need with the exception of a monitor. With the kits you have a drop-down box and you can choose hard drive options for the amount of video storage you need. All of our prices include VAT. Please remember this when comparing our prices with our competitors. Delivery is free for orders over £250 and £12.95 otherwise. Order online on our website before 3 PM for next working day delivery. After sales support is available from ourselves via email, live web chat or telephone. If we can't help with that inquiry, we'll pass it on to the XVISION technical team who will be able to help. Please visit us at HDCCTV.co.uk or give us a call on 01952 505 696. Thanks for watching.